Hey guys, got Level here. Not only are we gonna make a camera overlay inside of Microsoft Paint, but in the end, it's gonna be animated. So yeah, first of all, I want to say thank you for the first video that I make. I have a full overlay pack that has been made in Microsoft Paint just to prove a point, and I put it up on gumroad.com/getlevel just to, just to share it with you guys. And it has been one of my most downloaded overlay packs. You guys loved it so much, so thank you for that. Like, the goal was to show you that you can also do it, but okay. I'll take it. So on this channel, you guys know that what I mostly preach is, creativity. I'm trying to help you guys think creatively, if that's even a way to phrase it. Basically, not just teach you graphic design. I don't want to teach you graphic design, really. I really don't want to, but I want you to learn how to combine things and create original ideas that are proper to you. So today we're not only gonna use like the most basic of tools to make a decent looking camera overlay, but we're also going to make it animated. You can't animate with Microsoft Paint? Well, hold my juice. Extra family friendly right there. All right, let me hydrate real quick and let's get popping. Okay, so this is the part where you ask yourself, what is a camera overlay? Really? What makes a camera overlay? Anything can be a camera overlay. You can take a selfie, plaster it, cut a hole in the middle, and then put your camera behind it. Boom, you have a camera overlay of your face. That being said, we're gonna think about our aspect ratio, what output resolution our camera is at. In this case, using the Logitech C920, it's gonna be 1080p. What is 1080p? That's 1920 by 1080 pixels. Okay, so I'm gonna go to file. I still don't know I'm still not comfortable using Paint, by the way. I'm like, just because I made one video about it, that was like the only time that I use Paint for anything. So if I click resize here, maybe I'll have, okay, cool, percentage pixels. I'm gonna click pixels. We're gonna give this bad boy 1920 by 1080 just to get a rough idea of the aspect ratio. We're absolutely not gonna hold it. But as you can see, it actually changed that thing in the bottom, so there's probably this right there, maintain aspect ratio. No, because it was a square before, and now we're gonna type 1080. You know how numbers work, how numbers be. Now we have a huge canvas. This is absolutely not what I planned, but we can zoom it down. Bottom right, you can zoom in and out. All right, now what is art? what is art? Really, what is art? No, art is just a bunch of rectangles. You heard it here first, okay? Art in general. We're gonna eyeball a lot of things. This is Microsoft Paint, okay? This is not the most precise or anything, but basically I want my camera overlay to be like that. Oh wait, do I want something at the bottom where people can put names, their own name, or maybe names of the most recent followers of subscribers or whatever? In that case, if I crop it down like that, then my aspect ratio is ultra wide. I don't think anyone has or wants an ultra wide camera aspect ratio, so I would have to do it like that. But that's fine. We can just, eyeball it and then crop it down. It doesn't have to be 1080p. Your camera overlay does not need to be 1080p. Like, there's no situation where you're gonna have your camera fill the screen with the camera overlay. You would need an intermission screen for that is specifically designed to have your camera being big. Do you understand what I mean? If you don't, that's fine. You need to watch older tutorials. Okay. So basically, camera overlay is going to be like that, and then at the bottom here, basically, we're going to have a thing that does this, and then a little thing that does something else, okay? Let me Control Z on that real quick, and this is where we're going to crop it. We're already losing resolution. This guy's an amateur. And now that we cropped it down, I only cropped it down just so I can have a rough idea of where the center is going to be. Are there guides in Microsoft Paint that would tell me where the center is precisely? Probably. Do I care? Not right now. I'm just trying to make this video not 3 hours long and, prove a point. Your boy always be proving points and stuff. Okay, cool. Now, am I gonna make this available for everyone later on? Why is this? Yes. The answer is yes. Always yes to that question. Every time you have that question, auto yes. We're gonna put some lines here and there. If I hold shift, it gives me, straight line, 45 degrees, okay, 90 degrees, etc. So that's Gucci. I actually thought about making it so that I just have to make half and then just duplicate it and flip it. I wasn't sure if I was able to flip anything, but it's cool. Symmetrical is cool, but also when it's not symmetrical, it's even cooler. This time the fill, we don't want any fill. We just want the outline. Also, yeah, if you're asking why don't you use it with Paint 3D, Paint 3D is only on computers that have Windows 10, I believe. So yeah, I'm trying to make my stuff accessible to everyone else. And if you have any other questions like why didn't you do it using Photos, shut up. The whole goal is to make it accessible to a maximum amount of people. There's more people with Paint than people with Paint 3D or Photoshop or whatever the heck you're using. And there it is, we got our camera overlay technically. Now we just need to deal with the whole transparency thing. We do have rounded corners, so it's a little more complicated than just rectangles. So here's what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be really, really simple. First of all, like I'm gonna clean up those edges. I don't need to clean them up, but I do want to make this camera overlay available to you guys. So let's clean them up, okay? Let's make things right. Okay, so what we're gonna use in order to get transparency in this case, we're gonna use green. Basically, we're gonna chroma key the green out inside of our broadcasting software in order to get that transparency, because I do not know how do you get like transparent PNG images in Paint. That's fine. Well, let's just add some green everywhere that we want to be transparent. The outside, the inside, if I can get a better green in there. Okay, I'm keeping it far from the blue because our camera overlay is going to be blue, so you still want it to be a little far away from it, just in case your chroma key is bugging out and it's taking the blue with it. And now we need to do this for the middle, so boom, boom. Okay. Now here, boom. This is the part that's gonna get it's gonna be different because this color is the same as this border color, so we'll see. We just have to precisely place our rectangle. This was not precise, but we can move it. Arrow, nice. I'm just gonna move it. Oh, I should use that way more. Actually, I can just boom, and here it is. It's that easy. I just can't stop adding details. I'm sorry. Yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. Now we can save it as a PNG, but hey, it doesn't. I need to learn how to make, like, the thing. I don't need to learn Paint. You should learn Paint if you don't have anything else. I'm gonna call this camera overlay. Okay, so this is the part where it gets kind of interesting. I'm going to export what is called an alpha mask, a mask basically. And the way I'm going to do this is usually when you're using the mask effect on any broadcasting software or even in Photoshop, you need to remember that white will reveal and black will hide. Okay, so I want everything I want to show, I want it to be white, and everything I want to hide, I want it to be black. Okay, so the green parts, I'm gonna paint them black. It's fine now. I can do this destructively because I already saved my other image, right? That worked with 2 clicks. That was great. And then the rest, we want it to be all white. This might take a little bit longer because there's a lot of stuff and you kind of have to click on everything. So yeah, I'm not making this clean at all. You know, I'm leaving the blue here. The goal is to have a bright color to show whatever is gonna happen. So I'm gonna save this again, save as. I'll call this one camera overlay mask. Okay, we're good to go. Now I'm gonna open up Streamlabs OBS and show a demonstration. Okay, so here we are in Streamlabs OBS. This is, I think I'm logged in with my YouTube account. But anyways, our main camera overlay, what is it? It's an image, right? Okay, so we're gonna click add source. If you don't know how to add source, it's that little plus on top of your sources. So you click plus, add source. I probably opened a second one now. And it's gonna ask you if you wanna use one that's already there. It's not already there. So we're gonna click add new source. Instead, we're gonna name it Cam overlay, and we're gonna click add source, and then we're gonna go and find that image, right? If it was animated, it would be like a video file. You would have to add a media source, not an image source. It's very intuitive. I promise you that. Okay, so we're gonna import this thing with our green. Okay. Oh my god, it doesn't look great. Yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna get all that green out. All right, so I'm gonna right click, go to filters, and this is where I will apply either a chroma key or a color key. It doesn't really matter. But in that case, I'm gonna use color key just to make sure that I'm keying the right color. Well, it knows it's gonna be green, so let's just play around with it. Similarity a little bit. We're gonna bump it up until it finds. Yeah, gonna bump it up until there's no green. There's no green, and then there's like smoothness, but we don't care about that. And boom, we're good. We're already already good. We have a transparent thing now. Now what I'm gonna do is add my camera source, you know, video capture device. Let's add it. I probably already have it, but I'll add another one. Just, well, actually no. There you go. So that's me on my DSLR. I'm just gonna make it fit. Okay, so I know it's gonna be around this size. I'll place myself a little bit better. I should stand sitting here normally, but you probably can't see me with the webcam now, can you? You probably can. All right, so I place myself in the middle. I kind of see where I'm gonna be. Cool, and now I'm gonna place the camera behind the overlay. Ooh, I'm gonna hold Alt to crop the parts that bleed out. Okay. Do that a little bit. Drag it down because the top is also going a little quicker. I'm gonna overcrop just to see what's going on. I can use the arrows on my keyboard to place it perfectly. I'm gonna do that. All right, so technically we should be good. If you want to put your name, just add a text source. It's very intuitive. Again, hey, how do I type text? Well, I go here and I click text. How do I put images? You put image. How do I put color? Okay, you get it. Now, if you want to put your labels, those are called stream labels. I can go here and click stream labels, wherever it is. And then I could put, you know, well, here we have new sub. For the scroll effect, it's also a filter. So just go to filters, make it scroll. I don't want to mess up my overlay, so I'm not going to show you that. Okay, now what's left? Oh, the animated part that I promised. All right, so here's a little technique that I'm trying for the first time. Maybe it's not going to work. We'll see. We'll see. If it doesn't work, it's going to be just because of the aspect ratio. So this is what the technique is. Basically, you go to a website that gives you free stock footage. And I'm talking about free stock footage with a license where it is free to use and there's no attribution required. Okay, so you don't have to put the name of the artist or whatever. This is really, really, really important. Okay, now you're just gonna find something. Let's say that that's the animation that you want. Okay, preferably something that on a black background, but something that we're gonna key out. Basically, we're gonna key out the background, and when we're gonna keep the effects. Okay, the little. It's supposed to be subtle. We're gonna click free download. We're gonna click allow multiple files. Why? And now that you have it downloaded, you're gonna add it to your Streamlabs OBS or just OBS. The same process exists for OBS Studio, by the way. If you're like, but I don't use Streamlabs OBS. Yes, guess what? You can also add images in OBS doing the same thing. You click a plus, you click image source, you click a plus, you click media source. Media source is mostly for videos. Well, it says MP4, TS, MOV, FLV, AVI, all of that. Okay, so we're gonna have new source, and this one is gonna be animation. Now, as we saw in that video, this one comes with sound, so watch out when you're adding anything that you downloaded that has sound, because the sound is gonna play. And you wanna have a look at that right here. You see here where it says animation, it's being super loud. Okay, we're gonna loop it so it never ends, because that's how you make things not end. You just loop them. And we're gonna mute it right here. Mute. There we go. Now we're gonna try to add our mask. It's a filter. Okay, so we're gonna click plus here. We're gonna go on filters. We're gonna find image mask blend and hope for the best, because right now this is a 720p video. I did not realize that. and our mask is way bigger. So is it gonna adapt? Let's figure it out. We're gonna click on that mask, click open. And would you look at that? We have a mask. Cool, actually, it does adapt. So now you can prop the sides to make your transform box closer. And now you're just gonna have to adapt it. Don't worry, for now it is supposed to be black. We're gonna add the effect later, the color key basically. Boom. All right, now we just need to add a color key and choose the color black. So let's go back to filters, you know, right click on it, go filter. This is my first time trying this, actually. I never thought, I mean, I thought about it, but I don't need to use it. I can just animate my stuff. But hey, if you do not have the power to animate stuff, look, with Microsoft Paint, you can make yourself animated. This works for overlays too. I don't think I need to say that, but I will. This also works for overlays. You can make anything animated. I actually made a video on how to make animated overlays with Streamlabs OBS without using any other software. So what are we looking for? Color key or chroma key. I like color key. I think it has more option. Yeah, similarity and opaque. Oh no, never mind. Whatever, just pick custom color here and then choose black. Okay, and now this is the part where you really have to play around with it, because this is not perfect. As you can see, all of our elements have like those very black parts. This doesn't look good, so you want to make it smooth first of all. Okay, really smooth, and you want the similarity to be high, so it's really closer to the particles, right? So when you see it happen, it's a little smoother. There you go. Now, maybe this video wasn't the best video to choose to do that. Maybe I should have picked something a little smoother, but I just typed sparks and I got fireworks. So this overlay has fireworks. Another thing that you have with the color key filter is opacity. You can lower the opacity if the effect is a little too intense. And there you go. Of course, you have, you know, contrast, brightness, and all of that. I'd like to bump up the brightness a little bit. Maybe the gamma. But here we go. Here you can see like the actual effect it's having. Let's go back on that. Let's go back on that website and see if they have anything more chill, basically. Something like animated background. Keep in mind that the goal here is to key one single color. So if there's a black background and there's like anything that you can key, that's great. Okay, for example, that is cool because the background is kind of dark. Still really blue though, but no, that wouldn't fit on our camera overlay. Let's search for more. Usually you don't want things to be too distracting. You just want some effects. Okay, for example, there we go. If you want some effects like that, I think that's pretty cool. We're looking for something that is high contrast. Of course, you can do the whole galaxy thing. Super cliche and everyone on Twitch has a galaxy theme, but you could do it if you wanted to. It's a possibility. Okay, that actually looks pretty cool. So pexels.com, apparently this website is called. And of course you can change the colors of everything. You might be new, so I can't be too angry with my description, but you can totally change the color of the camera overlay if you wanted to. While this is downloading, I'm gonna show you. So camera overlay is your camera overlay. You can go to filters, go to color correction, add a color correction, and you know, and then you can also play with the contrast and everything. Oh, that looks bomb in purple. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I think we're keeping it purple, chat. Saturation is another thing that you can boost. You can turn it down if you want it gray. All of that good stuff. The brightness, maybe a little bit. Yes. Okay, cool. So now that we already have this first video, instead of adding a new video and adding the mask again, we can just double click on that animation source and just browse for the new video. Is that one. And then we're gonna go adjust everything. Oh, as you can see, it's not the same size, so it completely messed up the size. So I'm going to turn off the filter for now, just so I can see what I'm working with. Since I showed you the color correction filter, something that you can do if you really can't see, you know, here there's a black background and the thing is supposed to be black and blah blah, you can also invert the colors. This video is going to be so long, but basically if I go to filters and I add a color correction filter just so I can adjust it, color correction, and then we just lower the contrast. Now it's white, so I can really see what I'm doing here and just place it correctly, right? I'm gonna crop it holding Alt. And now I can go back, turn off, or just delete the color correction filter. I'll click on it and I click the minus, deletes it. Now we can see it's perfectly aligned. I can go and turn on my color key again. Oh, it's the opacity that is. I'm gonna turn up the opacity again, so we can really see those greens. Okay, brightness, we want to lower that actually. Okay, that looks okay. Now we can re-add a color correction filter. I probably shouldn't have deleted it. And add a new color correction filter here. And now we don't like the green. That's completely fine. Let's bump up the saturation, make sure the colors really pop so we can see what we're doing. Let's say that yellow is a better complementary color to purple. Now I can really make this look more yellowish. Or if I just want it to be white, I can just turn it off and bump up the brightness or the saturation like so. I think I like that. I also like that. It matches my little matches my fairy lights. Cool. And then what do we have here? There's full screen, intermission. Now I have it in a separate scene. So if I wanted to add it to a scene, for example, here that was my old one, I would click the plus and I would add scene. But you can do all of that. You can make it inside your game scene and then just group them up. What was it called? Test? Of course it's called test. And there it is. Place it wherever you want. I like using a separate scene to do stuff. It's pretty cool. The copyright-free video is not going to be included, but I'm going to upload the 2 images, the webcam overlay plus the mask, and I'm gonna make that available in the description. There'll be a link to an imager, and you guys can use it if you want, but you're gonna have to use whatever video you find on pexels.com. And that's it. This whole process took me 1 hour and 13 minutes right now recording, but it was totally worth it. With Microsoft Paint, this is how you can make your own webcam overlay and also make it animated for your broadcasting software. If you don't have the time to do all of that and you don't want to go through this hassle, you can go to gumroad.com/GaelLevel. I have a bunch of full overlay packs that all include camera overlays. Some of them are animated, some of them are not, but some of them are free. So please go there and check it out, and the other ones are cheap, so you're not going to be spending a lot of money either way. My goal is really to abolish that excuse of my stream cannot possibly look good because I don't have any money. I ain't with that. Do you have Microsoft Paint? Boom, your stream can look good. I just proved it to you. So yeah, what else? Follow me on social media, please. It helps me, and it helps me stay in touch with you guys, and also you guys can know what I'm working on, my DIY projects and whatever next videos. I'm doing this whole new Twitter series where I ask a lot of questions and you guys appear in my videos, so I think you'd be interested in that. Also, something that I pretty much never say in my videos, it's subscribe. Most of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so please consider subscribing, because I have a lot of things that I'm showing that you might be interested in, especially if you are a live streamer. And that's it. Logitech C920 GaelLevel appreciates you for watching this video. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Go out there, make me proud. GaelLevel out.